I'm Justin Dane, and this is your weekly video rundown. Early in the week, a Senate committee completely altered the House Sanctuary City bill, which in effect could have ultimately killed the bill. The committee swapped the language of House Bill 12 with the language of the Homeland Security Bill, SB 9. SB 9 does not, however, prohibit local governments from preventing police from asking people about their citizenship. That means it wouldn't put an end to sanctuary cities. As with most bills this session, Sanctuary Cities has 9 lives and is again under consideration.
We want our cities to be safe. We want our state to be safe, whether it's the federal government failing on border security or whether it's sending a message from Austin to those cities that we do not want you to be a haven for people who would do harm to our citizens.
The state of Texas could break a promise to the state's poorest high school seniors. Because of budget cuts, lawmakers are reducing the Texas Grants Program, a fund used to help the poorest students pay for college. Unless the legislature can find money in the next few weeks, over 53,000 students could be shut out of that financial aid program.
I've seen these kids from their 8th grade year, interviewed them freshman year, promised them that if they do what they need to do, if they take care of their business, if they work hard, if they join extracurricular activities, if they are a well-rounded, hard-working student, that they'll get into college and I will help them find a way to make it happen. And I will help them find money. And in my heart, I believed that, and I never thought that that wasn't going to be an option. It just never crossed my mind that that money might not be there.
The House and Senate budget negotiators are moving forward with fiscal matters. Lawmakers are debating SB 1811 long into the evening Friday. The main hang-ups were talks over the rainy day fund and how much the state should spend on higher education over the next few years. Once again, Governor Rick Perry deflected questions about his interest in a presidential bid. In the latest round of Will He or Won't He, Perry received a name boost when talk show host Rush Limbaugh devoted 20 minutes of his program to singing the praises of the Texas governor. Perry says he can't be distracted.
We know your stance and where you stand right now, but it's got to be a little flattering to hear Rush Limbaugh spend 20 minutes talking about Rick Perry.
I'm standing where I'm standing, and I've got a legislative session that is substantially more important to the people of the state of Texas and to me to get distracted by any talk, whether it's what you would call flattering or whether it's what I would call maybe not so flattering. So there's plenty of that out there too. I try not to be distracted by any of it.
Texas Tribune's CEO and editor-in-chief Evan Smith sat down with 3 veteran Democratic lawmakers this week. State Senator Rodney Ellis of Houston, State Representative Sylvester Turner of Houston, and State Senator Leticia Vandepute of San Antonio. They talked about how the Democrats fared this session, and Representative Turner warned his House Republican colleagues about overreaching and exercising their supermajority power.
Prior to November of last year, when we heard all this talk about Obamacare and the supermajority of Democrats in Congress forcing their will on the people, and just because they have the numbers they shouldn't, and that the public would rise up and respond. Well, in large part, the public, I guess you can say, did. And we have a supermajority now in the Texas House. And they are doing the same thing that they criticize the Democrats in Congress of doing. They're utilizing their numbers, and they are forcing their will, irrespective of what people are saying and irrespective of whether it's right or wrong. They are just doing it because they can. And so I believe turnaround is fair play. And what you do one day comes back to you on another day. They are now the very ones that they have criticized. And they are doing even worse what they criticize others for doing. So are there consequences? Let's see how the people in Texas respond. I agree with Senator Ellis. This is a conservative state. But we're not a crazy state.
I'm Justin Dane, and that's your rundown.